Good morning, students. Let us continue with the chapter number 10. Next topic, microbes in sewage treatment. We know that large quantities of wastewater are generated every day in cities and towns. A major component of this wastewater is human excreta. This municipal wastewater is also called sewage. It contains large amount of organic matter and microbes, many of which are pathogenic. Have you ever wondered where this huge quantity of sewage or urban wastewater is disposed of daily? This cannot be discharged into natural water bodies like rivers and streams directly. You can understand why. Before disposal, hence, sewage is treated in sewage treatment plants (STPs) to make it less polluting. Treatment of wastewater is done by the heterotrophic microbes naturally present in the sewage. This treatment is carried out in two stages: primary treatment and secondary treatment. Primary treatment, it involves the steps which do the physical removal of the particles, large and small, from the sewage through filtration and sedimentation. These are removed in stages. Initially, floating debris are removed by sequential filtration. Then, the grit, that is soil and small pebbles, are removed by sedimentation. All solids that settle form the primary sludge and the supernatant forms the effluent. मतलब जो नीचे सेटल डाउन हो जाता है उसे कहते हैं प्राइमरी स्लज, और जो ऊपर ऊपर फ्लोटिंग होता है उसे कहते हैं effluent. The effluent from the primary settling tanks is taken for secondary treatment. Secondary treatment or biological treatment. The primary effluent is passed into large aeration tanks where it is constantly agitated mechanically and air is pumped into it. This allows vigorous growth of useful aerobic microbes into flocks. Please underline what is flock. Flock is masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments to form a mesh-like structure. While growing, these microbes consume the major part of the organic matter in the effluent. This significantly reduces the BOD, that is biochemical oxygen demand of the effluent. BOD refers to the, please underline, amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water was oxidized by bacteria. The sewage water is treated till the BOD is reduced. The BOD test measures the rate of uptake of oxygen by microorganisms in a sample of water, and thus indirectly BOD is the measure of organic matter present in the water. क्या होगा ना, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर्स को डाइजेस्ट करेंगे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स, तो जितना ऑर्गेनिक मैटर कम होगा उतना डाइजेशन ज़्यादा होगा, जितना डाइजेशन ज़्यादा होगा उतनी ऑक्सीजन की डिमांड ज़्यादा होगी, तो जितनी ज़्यादा BOD मतलब उतना ज़्यादा ऑर्गेनिक मैटर, मतलब उतना ज़्यादा वो जो सोर्स है वो पॉल्यूटेड है. Once the BOD of sewage or wastewater is reduced significantly, the effluent is then passed into the settling tank, where the bacterial flocks are allowed to sediment. This sediment is called activated sludge. Activated इसलिए क्योंकि इसमें बैक्टीरिया present हैं. A small part of the activated sludge is pumped back into the aeration tank to serve as the inoculum. The remaining part of the sludge is pumped into large tanks called anaerobic sludge digesters. Here, other kinds of bacteria which grow anaerobically digest the bacteria and fungi in the sludge. During this digestion, bacteria produces a mixture of gases such as methane, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide. These gases form biogas and can be used as a source of energy as it is inflammable. The effluent from the secondary treatment plant is generally released into natural water bodies like rivers and streams. Here is the aerial view of an sewage treatment plant where secondary treatment can be seen easily. We must appreciate how the microbes play a major role in treating millions of gallons of wastewater every day across the globe. This methodology has been practiced for more than a century now. In almost all parts of the world, till date, no man made technology has been able to rival the microbial treatment of the sewage. You are aware that due to increasing urbanization, sewage is being produced in much larger quantities than ever before. However, the number of sewage treatment plants has not increased enough to treat such large quantities. पॉपुलेशन के चलते ये सीवेज इतनी ज़्यादा क्वांटिटीज़ में बनता है कि सारा का सारा सीवेज ट्रीट करना इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. So, the untreated sewage is often discharged directly into the rivers, leading to their pollution and increase in waterborne diseases. The Ministry of Environment and Forest has initiated Ganga Action Plan and Yamuna Action Plan to save these major rivers of our country from pollution. Under these plans, it is proposed to build a large number of sewage treatment plants so that only treated sewage may be discharged in the rivers. A visit to the sewage treatment plant situated in any place near you would be a very interesting and educating experience. Here is an aerial view of a sewage plant. We can see the large tanks over here, different chambers, different filtration chambers, and ultimately at last the treated sewage is released into the rivers. Microbes in production of biogas. Biogas is a mixture of gases containing predominantly methane produced by microbial activity and which may be used as a fuel. You have learnt that microbes produce different types of gaseous end products during growth and metabolism. The type of the gas produced depends upon the microbes and the organic substrates they utilize. In the example cited in the relation to fermentation of dough, cheese making, and production of beverages, the main gas produced was carbon dioxide. However, certain bacteria which grow anaerobically on cellulosic material produce large amount of methane along with carbon dioxide and hydrogen. These bacteria are collectively called as methanogens, and one such common bacterium is methanobacterium. These bacteria are commonly found in anaerobic sludge during sewage treatment. These bacteria are also present in the rumen, that is a part of stomach of a cattle. A lot of cellulosic material present in the food of cattle is also present in the rumen. In rumen, these bacteria help in the breakdown of cellulose and play an important role in the nutrition of cattle. Do you think we human beings are able to digest cellulose present in our food? Thus, the excreta, that is dung of cattle, commonly called gobar, is rich in these bacteria. Dung can be used for generations of biogas, commonly called gobar gas. The biogas plant consists of concrete tank 10 to 15 feet deep and in which bio-waste are collected and a slurry of dung is fed. A floating cover is placed over the slurry which keeps on rising as the gas is produced in the tank due to microbial activity. The biogas plant has an outlet which is connected to a pipe to supply biogas to the nearby houses. The spent slurry is removed through another outlet and may be used as fertilizer. Cattle dung is available in large quantities in rural areas where cattle are used for a variety of purposes. So, biogas plants are more often built in rural areas. The biogas thus produced is used for cooking and lighting. The picture of biogas plant is shown in the figure. The technology of biogas production was developed in India mainly due to the efforts of Indian Agricultural Research Institute IARI and Khadi and Village Industry Commission KVIC. In our school, situated a village or a near a village, it would be very interesting to inquire if there is any biogas plant nearby. If it is there, visit the biogas plant and learn more about it from the people who are actually managing it. Here is the figure that shows a typical biogas plant. We can see a digester in which the cow dung is fed. To the digester is one outlet from which dung and water are continuously inserted. Another two outlets, one for gas and other for the spent slurry, that is sludge. So this is the biogas plant.